Hey guys, it's me, Laura, a Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing today? It is Friday, November something. Don't know the exact date. Let me check. November 4th. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing. It's going to be a little unorganized. Chewy's right there sleeping. Well, you may hear him bark because he may wake up. I got a little bit of things to show you. I did a lot of whips and all that stuff. I started a few projects to bring with me on vacation, which is coming up. So you're not going to see me for a little bit. Yeah. I have a few announcements, a few finished objects. Need water. Excuse me. And that's about it. And I have a few stash enhancements. I know, I went to Rhinebeck, scored at Rhinebeck, and I wound up coming home and getting more. There's something wrong with me. I have a little bit of an obsession. I'm addicted to some things. I'm trying to slouch so that my head's not cut off, so bear with me. Okay, so let's just dive right in. The Halloween fall along is going strong. It ends on November 30th. You guys know the deal. It has to be Halloween related, fall related, whatever the case may be. It could be toy, shawl, blanket, hat, scarf, mittens, gloves, whatever, socks, whatever you want it to be. It just has to be in fall colors or Halloween. It ends 11:30, which is November 30th, obviously, and shows you guys the prizes already. Next podcast, which will be when I come back, the week I come back, I'll show you the prizes again in case anybody forgot. Wow, I can't speak. I can English, but I can't do it right now. The rules are in the thread, so we're gonna go with that. Next, I want to just talk about the PHN Toy Along. It ends on December 31st. Now, what they're asking you to do is Christmas gifts, donations, things like that. I'm going to give a shameless plug here. I am going back to the Ronald McDonald House in April. And if you're making toys and you have no place to send them and you're just making them to make them, because like me, I love making them, which is part of why they asked me to donate them. I need 50 toys this time, and I'm trying to get there very slowly. Especially since you'll see in my whips that I started one for myself. But they're looking for 50 toys, and I'm trying my hardest to do it. But if you're taking part in the PHN Toy Along and you don't have anybody to give it to, and you don't want to keep it yourself, or whatever the case may be, there is a thread in my group, the Whovian Yarn Allegiance, which I am going to change the name as soon as I get the artwork for my banner. So that will be announced in the next podcast probably. But there's a thread for it for the Ronald McDonald House that with my address and everything in it, I believe, or you could PM me for my address just to give you the details of what it is. It's just it's not only for the kids that are sick, but it's for their siblings as well, just so that they can feel included and things like that. It's for a really good cause. And, you know, the last time I did it, there were 2 kids in particular that had really bad bouts of chemo that day. And they were just sick and sad and just, you know, rightfully so miserable. And they each got a toy and their faces light up. Matter of fact, one was donated by Erin of Gimme Yarn 418 for the TGIF, thank God it's finished podcast. She donated a bunch of toys, I should say, not just some. And one of the toys that the person chose was little kid chose it. It was hers, and he takes it everywhere with him. I got emails saying and pictures of the toy at a Yankees game when, you know, before the World Series and all that. But it, you know, the kids really do appreciate it, and I appreciate it if you want to donate as well. But back to what I was previously saying. The PHN Toy Along, if it's a Halloween toy or a fallish toy or whatever, you double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip, I don't care. However, the featured pattern for the Halloween along, my along, is the Bruce the Bat by Franciscan Gypsy Designs. It qualifies for 2 entries. I believe all of the Franciscan Gypsy Designs, he's up and about, I'm sorry, all the Franciscan Gypsy Designs and my Hufflepuff, the Pillow Monster, qualify for 2 chances in the PHN Toy Along. Chewy, where you going? So yeah, check that out. If you haven't seen their podcast, it's worth seeing. It's a fantastic podcast. They are, my little munchkins running around. They are awesome people and kind people. I can't even say it enough. The next thing I want to plug is Heidi Undead Yarns Horror Along. That ends on November 30th. Check it out. Awesome prizes, awesome podcast, awesome person. Her yarn is amazing. So check it out. It's really cool. I have 2 entries in it. And it's really coming along. It's going strong, actually. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The next thing I want to announce is on November 24th, the week of Thanksgiving, the Monday before Thanksgiving, in the States, obviously. Because I don't know if there's any people from the UK or Canada watching. Doubt it, but you know, you never know. Is my Christmas Winter Along. It starts November 24th and goes to New Year's Eve, December 31st. And it probably won't close until midday. Oh, he just yawned. Sorry, guys. Midday on the 1st because, you know, New Year's Eve, I ain't going there. But I keep moving my head so I can see how long I was talking. So the rules will come. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to write up the rules today and try to post them before I leave for Florida so that you guys could see it. And there's going to be a few featured patterns in there, including my own and a Franciscan Gypsy design. Well, 2 of them, actually. I haven't announced which ones yet. Excuse me. Next thing I want to announce is my blanket squares. I got one this week, and you're going to see it in my acquisitions. I couldn't think of the word. My stash enhancements. But I'm still collecting them. You guys know my piece on it. I've said it time and time again. I don't want to bore you with the details again, but they're greatly appreciated. All it is a 12-inch square to go into my comfort blanket. And you don't have to border them. I will border them. It could be knit, crocheted, illuminated. I have one illuminated, and it fits so perfectly in the blanket. It's so pretty. That was from Dina. I forgot your handle on YouTube. I'm such a failure. Chewy, stop. Yeah, if I remember, I'll put it in the show notes, but Dina sent that. I've gotten a few squares from people, and you'll see the latest one I got, but I have a thread for that. I'm going to put a thread for that, I believe, if I don't have already, in the group, just so that, you know, it can make it, you know, easier. I'm sorry, the dog is distracting me. Come here, Choo-Choo. Come here, baby. All right, you stay up there. Okay, why don't we just jump right in on the whips. In my Silver Shed USA, you saw this last time, I had just gotten medium Jekyll and Hyde bag is my Fallout shawl. It was in a different project bag, but I was dying to use this one, so there you go. The pattern is the Hitchhiker Beyond by Martina Bean, and the yarn is Miss Babs Kier in the colorway Fallout. Real original name for my shawl, right? I'm using Chai Gugus. US 5s fixed. I only like, for some reason I'm fixated on fixed circulars, but matter of fact, these things are heaven sent too, and I got them on Etsy, and one of them is a prize for the upcoming fall along. One of them is a prize for the fall along now, and another one is a prize for the upcoming winter along. But here, this is where I was the last time we spoke. I got pretty much a few teeth done, and this is a very basic, simple knit. I'm going to show. I had one finished already, but I'm going to show you what the pattern looks for. The pattern is a paid-for pattern, obviously, but that's what it looks like. And I have it up on my project page. I like I said, I made one already. This is the newest one, because once I make one, I can't just have the one. I have to have multiples. And that's the yarn, which is showing up true to form. Ooh, it's so gorgeous. I can't, like, I need more of it, but, you know, it was a wild iris, so there's only one. Okay. Next up in my 2XL Silver Shed USA TARDIS bag is my dog hair. Can never have enough of that. Neapolitan the Pillow Monster, which is my pattern, the Puff the Pillow Monster by me. And I love this yarn colorway, Neapolitan. I worked on it a little bit. I got half the body done. I only have a few more rows to go up, and then I start the decreases, and I got to put in the eyes, and I just have to make the arms and the fingers and the arms next. But it's an easy, quick pattern, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because not many people know, like I've never really plugged it, so not many people know that I designed it, but that's what it looks like. So, shameless plug. But I've worked on that a little bit. That is going to be a donation toy. Okay. Next up in my Mama C Exploding TARDIS bag. This is one of my favorite bags, and I would like to buy another one from her. I gotta get in touch with her. Say, is my Rhonda the Timid Turtle pattern. My Rhonda the Timid Turtle pattern is Timmy the Timid Turtle by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, Talia, which I don't think any of you are surprised about this because, it's me and turtles, The yarn is Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the colorway Rhonda for the top of the shell. I fell in love with it. The bottom of the shell, I'm using Red Heart Soft in the colorway Chocolate. And then the head is made from Knit Picks Brava Worsted in the colorway Fondant. That's how it's, yeah, that's the head and the feet that are going to be that way. But I absolutely fell in love with this color. Now, I know people are like, oh my gosh, you're using Miss Babs for a toy. Yeah, get over it. It's my toy. That is for me. Get over it. It's, whatever. I bought that one before I went to Rhinebeck in the hopes of making a toy with it because it's just so vibrant, so pretty, and everything else. Oh, I love you, baby. I love your fish. I love you. Sorry, he wanted pets. Next up in my Nightmare Silver Shed USA Medium Nightmare Before Christmas bag is my Under the Sea shawl. I did a few rows on this, you'll see. This is another one that's going to come to Florida with me, but the last time we spoke, I was down here and I'm up here. I did a good inch about, but I don't have much. I want to take this to Florida, but I don't because at the same time, that's it. That's how much yarn I have left. And I'm sorry. The pattern is the Yazawada Shawl 3 by Susan B. Anderson. The yarn is Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the colorway Smurf and Turf. I love this yarn. I almost bought another one in the Kiara at Rhinebeck, but I was like, I'm making a shawl with it now. What am I going to do with two shawls in the same colorway, And I wasn't about to frog this to make a toy out of this, but it's coming along nicely. And I'm making them on, with the Chai-Goos. I pretty much just use Chai-Goos now, the Goo-Goos. But that's where I was the last time. That's where I am, and I'm going to move it up. So if I work on it from between now and till we get out of there, next time we speak, you'll see. But, yeah. It's coming along nicely. I wanted to take it to Florida with me, but I don't have much yarn left, and I'm going to have to get to the point of where I'm going to have to weigh it, and I'm not going to bring a scale with me to Florida on the plane. No. So, we shall see. Okay? What's next? In my Southpaw Creations Avengers bag is the Funfetti shawl. This is a gift for someone. The pattern is the Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Seitel, and the yarn is Karen Cakes in the colorway Confetti. That's how much. I started this a few days ago. This is one that I want to bring to Florida with me. Don't know if I'm going to. And the Karen Cake is here. It's a very large Karen Cake. I love how it, self-striping, but, and I'm using an eye hook for that. This came about because me and my best friend Nicole are making a matching shawl, the Mad Hatter shawl. You've heard me talk about it, which I had to put on in hibernation again because she has to catch up again. Excuse me. We're going to Stitches West together in February. Woo! And we want to have it done for that and have it matched along with some shirts that I had made up and things like that. So the idea is, because her 8-year-old daughter is coming with us, Lexi's coming with us, we wanted something for her. So I said I'll make her a shawl, and originally the shawl I was going to make it was with the yarn that I'm making the turtle out of, but I didn't like the way it was knitting up. I did not like the way it was knitted. It had to be crocheted, and I was like, you know what, let me use the Karen cakes for her. I swapped them because I was originally making the turtle with the Karen cake. I swapped them. So she's got the yarn for the shawl out of the Karen cake, excuse me, I'm sorry. And that's it. But it's coming out nicely. And I actually like it, and I'm jealous I'm giving it to her. But I have enough. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA extra large Harry Potter bag is my spiked punch shawl. I started this one 3 days ago just to bring on the plane with me for Florida. The pattern is Yazoo Way It Shawl 1 by Susan B. Anderson. And, sorry, the yarn is Yazoo Water Skein, Miss Babs Yazoo Water Skein in the colorway Spiked Punch. Literally just started it. I'm loving the way this yarn is working up, and I want to buy more solid colors from her. I did not get this one at Rhinebeck. I bought this one on the site, and they wound it. On the site, you pay $3 for them to wind it. It's worth it because my Swift can't always handle such a large skein of yarn. Sorry, I'm getting a text. Yeah, it's coming up pretty true. My favorite color is purple, as you guys know already. So, yeah, this is definitely coming with me to Florida because it's the beginning makings of the shawl, and it's potato chippy, and I could do it on the plane. I wanted a pattern where I don't have to sit there and mark rows because I lose count and I lose spots, and I'm not good at that. Like with the Hitchhiker Beyond and stuff, I'm not good at following to how many count. I'm not. You guys understand what I'm saying. I'm special. In my large Silver Shed USA other TARDIS bag is my candy corn shawl. The pattern is Just Knitted by Stitch Nerd Designs, and the yarn is No Maker's Fancy Gnome in the colorway Candy Corn. Now this is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. You guys know I am not very good at socks yet. I've tried, I've tempted, and it's just a no-go for me. So when I saw this yarn, I needed to have it, but it's fingering. And I was like, yeah, that would make awesome socks, but I'll also make an awesome shawl. Now this is another one I started specifically to do on the plane, and it's gonna come with me. It's coming along nicely. It's a slow go. I literally just casted it on and did a few rows, and that's it. I wanted it to be prepared so I could take it on the plane with me. I was working on this one pretty religiously, which it doesn't look like it, but it was because it's fingering, and I worked since I sliced the tip of my right thumb off, which I'm sure you guys could see the little bump on it. When I was working in the deli, as a deli manager, I have like very little to no feeling in my right thumb. So working with fingering, and because I'm a traditional knitter, I'm a thrower, it's very hard for me. So it took me a while for that one. But you'll see why I put it down in a second. Someone else is texting me now. I'm sorry. Okay, I had to answer that one. In my large deep dumpling Winnie the Pooh Silver Shed USA bag is my Sunday Fun Day shawl. I put that in the project bag. The pattern is the Sock Knitter Shawl by K.F. Jones. And the yarn is Miss Babs Yazoo Water Skein in the colorway Sunday Fun Day. Now, here's the thing. I completely got addicted to the shawl. Now, I've attempted to make this shawl several times with a specific skein of yarn, fingering yarn, and it wasn't happening for me. It just was not happening. I don't know. Sometimes for me, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes for me, certain yarns just don't work for me. They just don't. I don't know why. They just don't. And I either give them away or I put them in my deep stash and I forget about them. But this one I already gave away. But it just didn't work for me. So I was like, you know what? Let me get the basics of the shawl down with a fingering, or excuse me, a worsted, and take it from there. And I noticed on PHN, Pen Hook and Needles, Talia is doing hers in a solid color in the Yazawada skein, and it looks beautiful. Now, I don't have very many solid colors from Miss Babs because I am a very variegated girl. But I said, I had this one. It was wound because I paid for it to be wound. I bought this one way back when. And I said, you know what? It's wound up. It's caked up. So let me try it with this one rather than deal with having to cake one up on my own. So yeah, I got the pattern down pat. Now, this has been taking my time, and I'm like itching to, when we hang, like I stop to do it, more of it, because it's just a fun knit. I absolutely love it. And now that I know I can do it, my next attempt will be with a Christmas yarn from No Makers that I got, which you'll see, which is fingering. It'll take me a while, but you know, I feel like the variegated takes away from the pattern, but if I hold it like this, you could see it, and I love it. I love it. If and none of you have it, it's worth buying. You know, I have an issue with the K's patterns in the beginning because some of them are just, I'm not used to the way that they're written, and it's nothing against her. It's completely me. I'm special. Like I like Lick Windows kind of special. But like I said, this is the Yazawada skein in a colorway Sunday Fun Day, and it's coming up true to form. But now that I know I can read it and I'm doing it, I know I can do it now in fingering. It was that yarn. Some yarns for me just don't work, but I figured if I don't do it in the No Makers one, I'll definitely do it in a Miss Babs. Definitely do it. You hear me, my Brooklyn? I'll definitely do it. I'll definitely do it in the Miss Babs Care, which I have plenty of from Rhinebeck, because that's pretty much what I bought at Rhinebeck. Now, but that was my last finished project. Now, I'm trying... Come here, baby. You want to say hello? Say hello. I think this is his first time on the podcast. Say hello, Chewy. Say hello. Give me a kiss. No, you don't want to? Say hello. He's my boy. He's my big boy. Okay, Mama, put you down. Hold on. Okay. He wants Mommy's attention. I forgot what I was going to please say. Yeah, so I want to take that one to Florida, but my problem is because it's stockinette sections and garter sections, I have to mark off the rows. So I'm like, do I want to bring that on the plane? It's a basic knit, yes, and I could probably count the rows, but I don't know. I want to just bring 2 projects with me, and I want them to both be potato chippy, but I'm enjoying that one so much that I know when I get down there, I'm just going to miss it. Hi, baby. Hi, the big boy. Sorry, guys. He was sleeping when I started this. All right, let's go on to finished projects. I have 2, and they're both the same, only different colors. Halloween came, soar, conquered. They're my candy corns. This one is Yummy, and this one is Barty. The pattern is Andy the Candy Corn by Alyssa Volznak. I linked it in my show notes, on my project page. This one, they're both made out of Yarn Style Craft Special DK, which I absolutely love that yarn. I have a whole tub of it right there in every single color that's available. Chewy, stop. And this one is White Spice and Citron, and this one is White Spice and Dark Brown. I just looked up different colors of candy corn and I did it from there. Love this pattern. I try to make this every Halloween, and usually I'll give it to a trick-or-treater, but I had no trick-or-treaters this year. The kids these days, they're very lazy. They won't ring bells, they won't knock on doors, they won't do anything. If you're not outside, if you're not outside, they don't bother you. And I wasn't going to sit outside because it was cold outside. I don't do well with cold. I was like, you got to work for your candy. I know I did when I was a kid, so you do too. That's how I see it. Oh, hi, baby. Okay, go lay down. Okay, he's going to bark again because I moved my hand. Now we're going to go on to acquisitions in my New York Sheep and Wool bag. I'm also wearing my New York sheep and wool shirt. I got a few, so brace yourself. Okay. First up, I'm going to show you my square that I got from Tammy in Ohio. I think it's not RTN with a bunch of numbers, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm so bad with users' names, but she knitted me a basic square, which I absolutely positively love, and I believe there's a design in it, but I'm just special. Oh, there's a heart, I believe. No, yeah, it's a heart. Hey, get out of there. Heidi, my dog likes to eat your yarn. But, okay. And I love the fact that, oh, maybe it's a turtle. It's a turtle. I'm special. But, I love the fact that she labeled it. So when I look at my blanket, I know exactly who sent what. But that's the square I got this week. Love it. Thank you, Tammy. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to put it in the project bag with the other squares to hook up to the blanket. Okay. Now, next up, I was fortunate enough to... Okay, there's one of them. Sorry. I'm trying to find the other one. There it is. Okay. I was fortunate enough to get one of the birthday kits with patterns and stuff from Stockinette Zombies. The Knitting is Our Superpower bags. This is a Silver Shed USA bag, but it came with the bag, 2 of their patterns, and yarn to coincide with the patterns, whichever pattern you choose to make it with. The yarn is from Brew City Yarns, and this is Knitting Duo Powers Activate. It's so pretty. And this is the complement yarn, which if you're making socks, this is supposed to be the heels, toes, and cuffs. I don't make socks, so this is going to be a shawl. The duet shawl that Megan designed. But this one is the form of kapow. And they're both 80%, 80-20. This one's 200 yards. This one's 400 yards. But this is the cute little bag. It is a 2 at a time bag. Meant for socks. But it's good for when you do a color work. Or a 2-color shawl. Like the duet shawl calls for. But this is a cute little bag. Love it. Love it. And I hope Anne from Silver Shed USA makes more of them. But it's a custom pattern with the custom... Knitting is our superpower. Knitting is my superpower with this and the logo. And it came with, Joey, get out of there, a Knitting Squad patch, which I'm going to sew onto my button monster. A postcard. Knitting is my superpower, which I'm going to hang over there on my cabinet. Another postcard that says Knit Squad. And a magnet. Knitting is my superpower 2017 calendar that I'm going to put on my fridge. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. What happened was that I signed up for the flat one because that was all that was left. And the flat one would have came with this and just the patterns. And that would have been it. But at the last minute, they realized that the website malfunctioned and they still had like 10 or 15 left of this. So Megan had emailed everybody, and I happened to be looking at my phone when she emailed, and I got it, and I answered her right away, and she put it in for me, and I had to pay the difference between the two. So there's that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to start the duet shawl when I want to get something else off my needles before I start it again. Stop it. Okay, next up is I got another skein in the Vamp Fury base of Undead Yarn in the colorway Wild Rumpus. I am obsessed with this colorway. I want them all. I don't want anybody else to have them. I want them all. So Heidi gets dying. Should we get out of there? Then I also got a Miss Babs Kiara in the colorway Zombie Prom. This is going to be the next, I believe, sock knitter shawl. But again, it's variegated. I have 3 solid colors, which I think I'm actually going to do it in because ones are like a saffrony orangey color, which I think will be beautiful. Another one is like an avocado greenish, which again, if I do, my goal is to be able to stripe it. Now, I know that's going to take a lot of work because I'm a new knitter. I'm still a very, very beginning knitter. But what I want to do is the different sections between garter and stockinette. I want to make one color and one another color and make it kind of stripy. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible. I was going to ask a very experienced knitter for help with that to see if it is remotely possible. But I don't know if they have the pattern. So I'm trying here. It's something new. Okay. No Makers took pre-orders for their Christmas colorways, which I think they just reopened. And I got in just at the nick of time with it the first time. And I got 3 of them. This one is DK Jazzy Gnome XL, which is 100% superwash merino. And it's the colorway Winter Wonderland. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But I bought this with a toy in mind. I know. I have to stop. But that's what I specifically bought this for, as a toy. And it's actually coming out true to form. I absolutely love it. No doubt about it. I love it. I bought this one. This one is No Makers again. 460 yards. It's the House Gnome, 75-25. And the colorway is Eddie Griswold. I want to make this into a shawl, but I'm believing it's going to wind up being a sock knitter's hat. A sockhead hat, rather. See? My puppy's laying down now. Then this one came, and I chose this one, and I didn't realize how vibrant. It didn't show like how vibrant it was on the website, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I don't know if that's going to be a sockhead hat or this one's going to be a sockhead hat, but one of them is definitely going to be either a sockhead hat or a shawl. This is, again, fingering sock, House Gnome, 75-25, and this is the colorways Under the Tree. And it's coming up very, very true to form on the screen on my end. I don't know how it's coming up for you guys, but if you guys trust me, you will not go wrong with this one. Positively, like, no, you wouldn't. Okay. Next up is another undead yarn. I got 2 of them, I believe. Could be wrong, because my yarn is all mixed up here. No, no, I do not. No, I did not. I only got the one. It's the Violently Happy in the Witch base, which is a sport. It's a Violently Happy accident, and it's 75-25, 274 yards. This is going to be a biddy. See? I thought I got 2 of them. I might have been mistaken. Next up is from my yarn boxes from Yarn Tree UK. That one I have to scan up. Hank up, rather. Okay. And then there's one more thing in there after that. These 2 I had in fingering, and I asked her to make it for me in DK. Now, how the Yarn Tree UK... Sorry, I had to see what time it is. How much time I was talking. Is, like, their heart... I think there's only like 3 of us from America that get them anyway. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I have to XML, but it's worth the money. She has it in 3 different sizes. I think in 2017 she's only going to have it in 2 sizes, but she has it right now in 3 different sizes. I got a fiber on my nose. You have the basic, then you have the XL, and then you have the grande. The basic has 1 skein of yarn and a few little knickknacks. I think the basic just has the yarn, in all honesty. Then the XL has the yarn, the knickknacks, whatever theme it is, whether it be Star Trek, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, whatever the case may be. And then the grande has all of that. It usually comes with stitch markers and stuff too. Has all of that and an extra skinny yarn. This one was the Star Trek 50th anniversary, I think it was, or something like that. I'm not a Trekkie, but I love her yarn, so I get everything. I got it the last time, and this colorway is Starship Enterprise, and this one is the Klingon Institute. How it is normally it's a sock box. That's usually how it is, but I request, and I believe I pay a little extra, not much, for DK. Now I only get one skein of a colorway. I could request 2 of the same and just pay the grande price, but I like the variety, and what I do is I use them for toys, as you guys know. This one came from the surprise sock box, which was like autumn and stuff. It came with a wine glass and different things. This colorway is Autumn Rainbow, and I cannot wait to make this into a biddy. Cannot wait. And then this one, which I said I have to hang up again, is from her yarn box, and this is Dibs is Dibs. Now, I don't remember. This is, oh, this was an extra. I didn't sign up for this. This was because a Walking Dead. Now, I'm not a Walking Dead fan. I can't get into it. I've tried. But she had one extra basic one, and she put it up on the site and said, anybody want it? And I answered yes. And that, because I saw the yarn, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I was like, I have to have that yarn. So I got it. It came with a project bag, a keychain, and some other stuff. A stitch marker. But here's the little project bag. Ooh, crap. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is the little project bag that it came with. Mel makes it herself. Should we get away from that? Sorry, guys. It's cute. It's perfect for socks. So that's that. Yeah. And then last but not least, I put in a custom order with Lois from Knitting's My Bag for a large sweater size bag, and did she deliver? Look at those turtles. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she knows purple is my favorite color, and she lined it with purple. Love it. I cannot wait to use it. This is going to be my next, actually, when I come back from Florida, I'm casting on a poncho. Whether I have something off my needles or not, because it's going to be a long-term plop. So I'm casting on a poncho, and this is the bag it's going to be in. I actually, when I was at Rhinebeck, bought 4 skeins of one colorway in a Yowzo, which surprises me because I don't really like to commit to 4 of one color, because I don't like to commit because I don't know if I'm going to go ahead with the project, you know? So it's hard for me. It's like getting married. Marrying the yarn. But yeah, so I bought 4 of the same colorway, and I'm going to cast on a poncho. I love this one. This is a Zombie Prom. I absolutely love it. Okay. But that is it for me for now. I leave for Florida next week. Well, this weekend, rather. Today's Friday. I leave this weekend. And I come back exactly 10 days later. But, yeah. I'm going to Disney. I'm going to see Magic Mike live. I'm doing a lot of fun things. I'm looking forward to it. And it's just an overall good vacation. Warm weather and all that stuff. But I will catch you guys when I get back. Message me, text me, snap me, Instagram me, Facebook me, whatever you want to do. I'm around. Just, I'm here. But that's it for now. I think 39 minutes is enough for me, and the dog is starting to get restless. I think he has to go potty. So have a great night, y'all. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, whatever the case may be, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.